you need to ask yourself, what exactly do you want to really be doing? So I delved into a lot of things here and there. I did errands, personal shopping. It didn't work out. I went into decoration at the point. It wasn't really, I did one or two. Then before I knew it, I just realized that I need to move into, because I've always loved and co. I love to see family wearing the same uniform, same clothes. So I started my uniform business, without no machine to my name.
It's so inspirational, and you're a true businesswoman, because even with what she said, they gave her a contract, 100 share, but she did 120 out of like being smart. And I think it also goes to people, because that 120, like you said, or that extra 20 you did, got you a bigger contract and got you your sewing machine. Even if you, because other people may be like, I don't want to do free business. Strategic placing.
As business owner, you have to be short-term generous and long-term greedy.
Oh God, something like this is an episode. Hi guys, it's Kobe again on PageSix podcast, and as always, it's always lovely to come back to talk to you guys. But as always, I'm not alone. I am with.
Hello, it's your girl Christy. Hi guys, welcome back to PageSix. Yes, and we are both not alone, as always.
As always.
Yes, I think I'm very, very excited, and I'm trying to find the best word now. I'm excited for very good reasons for this guest, because I think this episode also affects me a lot personally. So yeah, without further ado, we have Miss Carol in the studio with us. Do you want to introduce yourself just a little for the audience to get to know you?
Yeah, thank you for having me here today.
You're
I'm so
welcome.
happy.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm Carol Argejan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's being so very modest right now. I kept telling her when she came into the studio that her resume precedes her.
Right.
So Miss Carol is a businesswoman. She has multiple businesses, and she's also an SME. I'm trying to find the word now. Like, you also do like SME, small business, and funding and things like that. And you also are a mother as well. So we're going to use these different aspects of you to, dive in to get to know you more better. But before we do, just keeping things light. So we actually heard you don't live in Canada.
No, I don't live in Canada.
Okay, so could you tell us how you, like, why you're here today, or why you're in the country now, like how you got here, like what's your been experience so far?
Yeah, okay, so I came in here last week. I actually came for a business conference held in Toronto. It was a workplace leadership conference, because like you all know, I'm a business owner. So I've been in business for 14 years now.
Wow.
And currently have about 40 staff currently working with me way back in Lagos. And I got to a place in my business where I know I need to step up, take it a notch higher. So I started seeking for a way to, position my brand. So I heard about this conference. It's a paid conference, and then I paid for it, and I was here. It was a success, and funny enough, at the conference, I was nominated for an award. Yeah,
Just like that.
I just love when women, and
It's given.
It was such an honor,
Okay.
being awarded in a foreign land, and it's my first time here.
it's your first time in Canada.
Yes, my first time in
wow.
Canada.
Beautiful.
Perfect. You came at a good time. I'm like, you're lucky that this winter did not
Oh
catch
yes,
you.
I heard that there was
Yes.
too much cold, because every now and then when I'm bathing with hot water at home, my mama will be laughing. Mother, Canada, you are bathing.
So better on the cold water.
I was like, are you kidding me? You say they don't have hot water in Canada?
Screaming.
But thank God I'm here now. So I'm laughing at like, my country is good.
Yes,
I can get hot water to bathe in my country.
Anytime.
Right?
Yes,
You do.
absolutely.
I mean, it's enough of the time.
So, even would you say it's hotter here or in Nigeria?
It's hotter in Nigeria.
Oh,
Even with
really?
the sun, it's still very windy here.
Okay.
So it's very cool. So far I've been entering cars. I've not seen anybody putting on AC in the car, but the car there's nobody sweating. So this is very good.
I guess you don't stay out like long in the weather and the sun.
No, I don't.
Because you have amazing skin. I'm like, you have beautiful skin.
Because it's not for people like us.
Wow, that's amazing. Honestly, even when you're talking of you, like, I feel like that thing should like paying for the conference and come like that's the woman I want to be. Like I want to be able to chase
Pay and then turn up.
opportunities. Yes, but you also need resources for that. So we're gonna talk a lot about that. But even I'm like, what was your journey getting into business?
Okay, yeah. Before I got into business, I was working in the Nigeria Stock Exchange way back then. I was still very single.
Okay.
So I was working at Nigeria. In fact, I wanted to be a stockbroker. Actually, that was my goal because I was working for my boss then. I enjoy helping my boss to sell and buy his stock through our stockbroker then. So I just admire how the stockbroker trade on the floor. So I wanted to be a part. They said I have to finish my university because I was working and schooling then. I was a unilag. So I said, okay, when I graduate, I will go for my stockbroking exam. So it was in the middle. I met my husband in my 400 level. So we got married and somehow we moved, changed location. And then that was when there was crisis in Nigeria stock market. So my salary, first of all, was reduced from 50,000 to 25. And then we moved to a farther location. But I was still, honestly, it wasn't funny.
Whoa.
You know, and you hardly even get it. At the end of the month, you may not even see it on time. So we're just barely surviving. So I was coming. So it got a point. I was like, no, the paycheck was no longer taking me home anymore. So I started asking my husband, I don't know what to do. Do I get another job or something? But I love to do business. So my mama just told me, look inward. So you need to ask yourself, what exactly do you want to really be doing? So I delved into a lot of things here and there. I did errands, personal shopping. It didn't work out. I went into decoration at the point. It wasn't really, I did one or two. Then before I knew it, I realized that I need to move into, because I've always loved and co. I love to see family wearing the same uniform, same clothes. So I started my uniform business, you know, without no machine to my name. I started on the street of Yaba. I don't know if you know anywhere called Yaba.
Yes,
I started on the street of Yaba. So I'll buy material, take to tailor, they will sew it, and then I will go and brand it somewhere, go and give the owner. And I was happy. I was just happy. You know, then in my school, then I was in my final year, my class governor said, okay, want to make t-shirts for final year. I said, oh, I can produce it. So, okay, people came for the job, they bid it, but they gave it to me because I was one of them. They're like, okay, Carol cannot run away with her money. And at least we know her. And then they gave me the job to produce 300 school t-shirts. Wow. Guess what? I didn't know how to take sizes. In fact, that was the one hell of a period for me. So I went to the guy who was helping me, like, how do you take sizes? It's okay, anybody that is very slim like you is size 10. The one that's a bit bigger, a little, is size 12. The one that's very big is 14. I'm like, okay. I went and do what he told me, but I didn't do it well. And what the issue was that there were names at the back of each of the shirts. So I won't carry your size and give it to her with your...
God! With your names already
Oh
on
my
the back.
God!
Oh,
But you know what? Some people didn't mind though. They say, I wish I wear
like
shirts.
it.
Let me wear it. Even though I'm full care and there's like there at the back. I have to just wear something. But some were really swearing for me.
Girl, I'm good money for that.
No, but I think even your story, it just inspired me because, like, you see how now you've been able to scale up your business to what it is now. But at the beginning, you said there was something that you could not do. And I think this is a message for anybody listening. Just do it.
Yes.
Like, literally, just do it.
Just
You'll
make
figure it
mistakes.
out as you're
Yeah,
going.
you will. I was insulted. I was bashed. You know, my classmates, they were all telling me, your own is too much. You don't know your job, blah, blah, blah. I begged the ones I could beg. So after graduation, I promised some of them I would do for them again. So I had to repeat it again for some of them. And that was how the whole thing started. Then one day, as I kept doing that on the street of Yaba, then I got a call to produce t-shirts for Mama in Daosa in Benin City for her 70th birthday. I was so happy because I was
that's a
consistent.
big deal.
That was another. I was consistent. So people see what I was doing. I was posting on Facebook and all of that. So somebody saw me like, okay, Mama is doing 70th birthday. Can you do a shirt? I said yes. So they gave me the job. I was supposed to produce 100. I did 120. So we went for the birthday as well because my husband and I were pastors in the ministry then. So when we got there, I gave them their 100. The remaining 20, I was giving to all the bishops. So it's my job. Oh, it's me that did that shirt for Mama. And blah. They're like, oh, it's very fine. So one day, one of the pastors wore it to Uyi Technica in Benin. So the man saw it and like, oh, I just built my hotel, Uyi Grand. I need a tailor. So that was how they called me to come.
Wow.
So I came to Benin from Lagos that day. I started with UU Technica, and he gave me a contract of 450,000 naira.
Jeez.
That was the biggest ever at that point.
450.
And he gave me cash.
Wow.
Like, madam, can you deliver in 2 weeks? I said, yes. It was at the park. I called man, like, I'm coming to Lagos, but I'm going straight to Idumota. I want to buy my first 3 sets of sewing machine.
Wow.
So from there, I bought the machine, I brought home, put it in the corridor of our house, called the tailor Iyaba. He came to my house, and we started sewing. When we did tarpaulin to cover ourselves for rain.
Like your
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
It so paid me that I don't have the
Picture.
picture of that.
Yeah.
For me, that
humble
is
beginning.
Oh
But
my God.
honestly, your
Humble
story
beginning.
is so inspirational, and you're a true businesswoman. Because even with what she said, they gave her a contract, 100
Yeah.
shirts,
Yeah.
but she did 120 out of like being smart. And I think it also goes to people, because that 120, like you said, or that extra 20 you did, got you a bigger contract and got you your sewing machine.
Yeah.
Even if you, because other people may be like, I don't want to do free business.
Yeah,
It's
more like
strategic
strategy.
placing.
More
Because
like
as business owners,
strategy.
as business owner, you have to be short-term generous and long-term greedy.
Oh God, like this is an episode. This is the episode. Now we're talking.
Spill, mama, pray.
Like,
What I mean by that is that, as a business owner, sometimes at the beginning, you don't need to make it. Make your people happy.
Yeah.
Give them what it takes. They will not be the one to spread your name, and it's after your name has gone viral you not start making the money. Because at the beginning of my business, I wasn't really making money like that. But at least we just feed a little, and I was just okay. And then there are some cases I don't even make at all. I went to a restaurant. They said, "Madam, your food is nice. Your uniform are not okay." He said, "Can you make for me?" I said, "Yes." And he gave me money. The money wasn't enough, but I still did it happily. My husband have to make that money for me to do the uniform. But guess what? At that restaurant, she recommended me to 3 schools that I produce sportswear for.
Whoa.
Do you understand?
I very much understand you. I love because even I'm like, sorry not to cut you to Kobe. I'm like, for you to have that kind of mindset, because how long have you been running this business now, like the uniform
14
business?
years.
Wow.
14 years.
You're
I
a
started
visionary.
I started 2024.
Wow.
Oh, 2004.
2004, sorry, 2004.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
No,
You must
I
have
think
really have seen ahead.
Yeah.
You must have seen far into the future.
It was just like joke. We're just taking him. When that tailor came, it was just him, myself, and my husband. He will sew, I will trim. My husband will help me to iron, and then we pack, we go deliver.
Wow.
I kept doing that from there. Okay, it became a bit stressful. I had to get one girl to join me. So once a while, that one goes to the market for me. Or sometimes we go together, like that. Before I know it, we became 5. We became 6. Then we moved from the corridor outside to one of the room in the house.
Wow.
And then from there, God announced me again to one governor's daughter then of Delta State. And then they were like, okay, she want to do shirt for her event, her NGO. So I did the shirt for her NGO, and I was so happy.
Yeah.
So after the day I went to deliver the shirt, I met her mom. Someone was like, "Oh, my NGO, I want to make a graduation gown for them, 300 pieces. I'll be 200 pieces." So the lady like, "Carol, can you make graduation gown?" I said, "Yes, I can." Meanwhile, I don't know jack about graduation gown.
Oh God, can we clap for this woman? Like, you guys, apart from the story she's sharing, I hope you are learning the messages within what she's saying.
Be active.
Like,
Just
honestly.
I was
there,
just
be present.
audacious.
Yeah, it's just be
I was
there.
just audacious. So immediately the woman said, "Oh, you can make graduation gown. I'll be looking for who can make for me. Okay, how much is it?" I said,
And
"Okay."
in your mind, you don't start here.
Not, I don't know anything. I don't even know how to sew it. The tailor I have cannot sew it.
Okay, now.
So I was like, okay, they said, "Give me code." I said, "Okay, price always go up because of material. Just give me till tomorrow morning. I will send quote." As I left that place, I entered Idumota.
Wow.
I was looking for where they sell graduation gown material. I saw one man. He gave me material. I said, "Where did they sew am for here?"
Okay.
He said, "There's one Baba Ibariga." He gave me the number. I went there. When I got there, I saw graduation gown. I said, "Thank you, Jesus." The Baba gave me both gown and material for 3K. I gave the woman 8,000 naira.
Wow.
And she paid. That was where I made my first 1 million in my business.
I'm so.
And when I got that money, I was so excited. I want to go to Dubai.
She said this is for the girls.
My husband being a very conservative facing mind, say Dubai where?
Okay.
Dubai.
Is that his right to start?
The guy removing car from a car park. We use the money to convert the car park to a mini factory.
Whoa.
And then pack the machine inside. Bad bomber machine.
Ladies,
Like,
please.
which Dubai?
Please.
Invest in your business first.
God.
You know, and I was glad I listened to him.
Because you did.
Yes.
I mean,
you
you're
know.
reaping the benefit of that right now.
This also shows it's important to have a good partner. The partner you pick affects how your life goes.
True.
Because imagine if you allowed, let's go to Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
When you
Yeah.
come back from Dubai now, they give you another shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go taste that one.
No, I'm telling you, I give that to my husband because where I am today, my business, because I have he has been so supportive. In fact, he's the one that even helping me to save. You know, so most of the time I want to do something like, no, calm down, baby, calm down. Let's calculate it. Let's look at it. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. So he is the eye. So when I want to take some move, I'm like, okay, baby, what do you think? It's okay, wait. But sometimes I don't want to wait. I just, because the truth is, as an entrepreneur, you must be audacious sometimes.
Yes.
Business is a risk.
Fair.
If you're not ready for risk, don't bother doing business. You understand? Don't bother, because anybody who says he want to do business so that he will have his freedom is a liar. Or you want to so you just be okay. No, the stress that mom is here now. She will tell you. Maybe she's saying it now, even as she's in the studio, because she's the owner. The business must grow.
Yes.
So it's her life, it's her dream, it's her thought. So when I see people saying they are doing business because they want to have their freedom, you are just doing it for survival. You truly want to build a legacy that lasts.
Yeah.
It requires work, and you must be ready to put in the work.
Wow.
Very, very much.
So that's it.
I mean, speaking of what she's saying, that this is to us as youngies out there, that you heard her say she had to look inward to determine what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Meaning you want to have to do it. The moment she decided, oh, this is what I want to do, now there's a mindset that comes with the fact that, okay, how do you strategically put your place in people's mind? Freebies. You don't start making money immediately. If you start making money, you would run backwards.
We did
and
free
for
for
every
people.
time she sowed a seed, for every time most of her, if you listen to her from the first job she got to the last one she got, for every time she gave free gifts out, she got something
In
back.
return,
true.
yes.
So it was like she sold one to get three.
Yeah.
She sold one. She was always saying, "I want to make money with all of those things."
Yes. Yeah.
So I feel, let's make sure, don't always put money in mind sometimes.
No.
It's not every time money.
No,
will
at the
come.
beginning you will not be making all that money
Yeah.
because you are still building.
Absolutely. I'm just so inspired, honestly. But I was going to talk to you, and before I ask my question, I think people like you are very important representation for women, because you know, like financial achievements, and freedom. It's not, and so I'm so sorry to say, but for the Nigerian woman, it's a different journey.
ballgame entirely.
But hearing your story, I'm just like, it gives a lot of hope that like there are women out there doing like
They
doing
are
stuff.
a lot of them.
But even in that light, as a woman in your space, like business, entrepreneurship, what are some challenges that you face?
Okay, well, I faced a lot of challenge. One of the major challenges I faced was I didn't have someone to mentor me at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mentorship is key.
I was alone in that journey. I was lonely at a point. So there were mistakes. There were things I didn't do right.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a major challenge I had. But by the time I started having access to such platform, maybe meeting people, going for trainings, my business became better for it.
Okay.
So that's one. Number two was, can I say funding? Funding was there, but at every point in time in our business, as the funds comes in, we ply it back.
Yes.
You understand? So there were times where we have to go to bed hungry because we had to build the business. We had to buy certain equipment. In fact, it will shock you to know now, I don't really have a befitting office for my own self as madam that I am. I have a full building and pay rent 2.5 every year,
Yeah.
right? But in my own personal space in the office, it's not so fantastic. Do you know why? Because I'm still investing. In the last 6 months, I've spent close to 20 million buying machines.
Wow.
Because we are positioning for a certain production line in my organization. Because, of course, you know, now election don't they come. So we produce for campaigns, and they already...
Yes.
In fact, yesterday, I received call here just now, madam, we are doing 7,000 t-shirts, we are doing 2,000 wrapper. What discount are you giving me? You know that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I had to position my business in a way that the equipment that can
Carry
those things,
numbers.
I have to get them in. And most of those equipment sometimes we buy from China. So the money that were coming.
The importation and everything,
Oh,
exchange rates,
I'm
going
telling
up and
you,
down.
I'm
There's
telling you.
so much to think about. There's
Yes,
actually
yes.
so much to
So
think
these were
about.
the challenge, and of course, getting the right staff structure was also another challenge. And I did structure, but as time goes on, I started getting it right. And today, my business is structured. I have managers, I have supervisors. I'm here now for 2 weeks. My business is running. They are closing sales. So
I think that's really, really, really beautiful.
I was gonna ask, did you study business at any point in your
yes,
life?
I did business admin in University of Lagos, but I didn't do it because I wanted to do business anyway.
Yeah.
But business, you know, I do people now. Business
yeah,
there were blood.
Yeah, representing. They usually
It's
do
there
me
were
great.
blood. We don't dey carry last over here. We don't dey carry last.
Period. Period.
Okay, so I mean, I was actually gonna ask, like, you've built platforms like Annual Business Summit, the Accelerated Growth. What was the gap you're trying to fill doing that?
Okay, like I said, you know, you asked me what was the challenge I was going.
Yeah.
I didn't have a platform for mentorship.
Okay.
I didn't see anybody who could hold my hand to say, let me guide you through this journey. Because in Africa, let me tell you something, everybody surviving by themselves.
True.
Unlike here, that the government have even planned the future of your children.
Yes.
But there, we are the one planning the future of our children.
Yes.
You get what I'm trying to say? So a lot of business owners are struggling to make it. So because of the struggle I went through, so when I discovered the power of mentorship and access to quality relationship and being in the right circle of quality of people, I told myself I'm going to do same for other business owners. So I started with the business masterclass. So the first one I wanted to know was also free. They didn't pay. They were paying 5. Now, madam, they have 5,000. Can I come? Oh, yeah, sure, I'll be coming. Yeah. So I used that to first gather the momentum. Then year 2, then some persons pay again. I still get some people scholarship. But last year I was very young, and if you don't pay, don't come to class.
No, because you also give your value as well.
Short-term grade, long-term grade.
But in 2020, I think last 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we started the free summit, which is where we have a lot of business owners come. The only thing is that people just pay to exhibit a token, and that's the only thing we get. But even that one doesn't even cover the cost of the conference, because we bring speakers in, they come to speak. Like last year, we partnered with Bank of Industry to come to talk to business owners on the opportunities they have for SMEs in Nigeria. And we have over 600 business owners that showed up at that conference. So from there, I was able to close at least 50 people who were ready to take it a notch higher, because that's just the general teaching. But the one-on-one mentorship, you need it, and you want somebody to be there to have a session with you, to give you clarity, to give you insight, because sometimes you are confused. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do first or where to go. So and that's where I come in. So when I mentor you, and even sometimes you are going through a challenge, you are not able to solve it, I leverage on my network to ensure that you are able to achieve such.
So you still keep close contact with your mentor with?
No, they're in my platform. I have a WhatsApp group for them. Okay. The free summit is about 2,000 of them.
Wow.
The master is about 120 now. I've been 180 now.
Yeah.
Currently. In fact, there's even one currently that is really, she's really down. As in,
the business
her husband left, everything just went down. So even in our community now, we're trying to raise money for her to stand up again. And it's part of what the community also stand for, to give support to anybody who needs that support.
I just want to applaud, honestly, what you're doing for real. Like, I love when women, it just gives me so much hope for who I can become myself.
Yes.
I think I want to just go in as a Nigerian now, knowing the state of the economy, because we are hearing stories. It's nothing to write
even
home
the
about.
exchange rates.
The exchange rates. How is that affecting you as a business person?
It's affected a lot, but you just have to keep being positive and then putting in the work. And so, like I told you, a lot of times for you to be able to overcome such challenges, you must understand the season and know how to position your business. People are still making it, even in the midst of the challenges. They are doing very well. They are making it. So it is why the place of training and exposure for business leaders cannot be overemphasized. So that you will not say it's dollar that is making your business not to grow. Exchange rate is Tinubu. It's not Tinubu. As of today, I still sent out invoice this morning. invoice has been sent out, and payment is coming in soon.
Money
People are still buying.
Yeah.
But you just need to position rightly and do the right thing. And then be ready to give it the needed investment. Do you get? Because when I tell people that I spend close to like maybe $1 million in a month to run ad, people are wondering, are you mad?
Wow.
Why are you paying Facebook and Instagram such an amount of money?
But you
Best
know
way
the
you say tell us set trap, you know what they find. So it is not. I know the kind of customers I am working for.
Aiming to get.
Yes.
God damn.
Target
understand?
audience. Like,
So because I'm building
in
a
my
factory,
head.
because the factory I have in Lagos, the people that have it are, sorry to say, my brother, Indians.
She said, my brother.
No, they are owned by Indians.
Yes.
You guys.
The one that is really doing well, they are owned by Indians.
In Nigeria.
In
there.
Nigeria, yes. They are owned, even the one in Kano is owned by Indians.
Wow.
That is, they do rapper, all those. I like.
But I didn't even know that, honestly.
Honestly,
That's my first time hearing
it's owned by
it.
Indians.
Okay.
The textile factory in Lagos is owned by Indians. So I'm asking
it's
myself,
insane.
why can't a Nigerian play in that space?
Yes.
Yeah.
And during campaign, our government will carry our money and give to these people.
Oh my
And then when
God.
you will go with your only two order, they will not answer you. They will say, Tinubu have locked down the factory. There's no space for you. And you'll be begging. Like, okay, now they cannot even use that money to even create a factory for Nigerians to work. Because you can also, Ikorodu, they have vast land in Ikorodu. Why
They'll
don't
be
you
shouting,
open such
buy
factories there?
Nigeria, buy Nigeria.
Yes.
Create spaces for
Yes.
Nigerians to create.
Employment. There's no job
No,
employment.
so that it was why I said, no, I can't do this. I need to have, I must find the root of this matter. So I started digging. You know, I wasn't perfect at the beginning, even up till now. I've not meet up to their standard yet. I mean the Indian guys, but I'm getting close already.
Yeah.
So now we now produce fabric. Like today, we sent out 1,000 wrapper this morning to Calabar.
Wow.
Do you get what I'm saying? So we are still there. We are still trying to spy on them positively. Because of course,
Healthy competition.
very necessary.
Healthy competition. Let me know. Let's know. It's very
It's
important.
Yes.
You SWOT analysis.
yeah.
Like, you check your strength, your weakness, your
Yes,
opportunities, and your
yes,
trends.
You have
It's
to
normal
know,
to have
yeah,
business.
you have to know
Yeah.
what you're up against to
Yeah.
even know what to bring to the table.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What is
absolutely.
making them make that money? What is
Money,
making them
yeah.
stay in the market regardless of the economic situation? That's what we have to
So
do.
being able to answer your question, the challenge is that as a business owner, you cannot give up. You need to keep evolving. You understand? Because if you don't evolve, you will play too. You will get to a point you will no longer be meeting the need of your customers. So from time to now, as a business owner, you must look into your industry and ask yourself, what are my audience needs now? What do they need now? Because the way they used to buy from you before, it's no longer. That's why you see iPhone 13 Pro Max. Tomorrow you see 14 because the
market is
features are
growing.
coming up. So you must keep upping your game
Updating.
for you to remain relevant. You get and be ready to put in the needed investment, like I said. Because if you are not out there doing advert and then investing in yourself too as a business owner, because another way to grow your business as a business owner, you also must be ready to grow because you are the driver of your business. Every business is as big as the owner and it's as small as the owner.
Whoa.
Your business can only be big because you are big. Do you
Anyways,
understand?
I've left the mic for Miss Carol.
What is going on now?
At this point, no, because she's finishing me. She's finishing me. Sorry, man. I'm loving this so much. But sorry, please go ahead.
No, so I'm just saying that if you want to go into business, the growth of any business is so the essence of the growth of the owner.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
The Dangote you are seeing today, it's not bigger than you.
No.
The difference between you and him is because of the step he took. And it begins from the inside.
Inside.
That refinery started from the inside. So what exactly do you want to achieve in your business? It begins with you as the owner. How audacious are you to give it what it takes, to take that bold step against all odds and take the risk to say, I am ready to make this happen. By the time you do it, everybody start clapping. Oh my God, why did it happen? And meanwhile, somebody is saying, I used to think about this thing before. I used to think
Yes.
the difference between you and the person because you took step.
Step.
And that's why your result is seen.
Fair.
You
So
understand?
make that step. You need to take that step. Don't say because you make one mistake and that's the end. Truth is, you may make one, you may make two, you may make three, but make that mistake. Make effort to be better. Make effort to want to grow.
Yeah.
And somehow, it will pick your call.
Yeah. So my next question I was gonna ask, as the powerful and very active businesswoman that you are, you're also a wife, a mother. How do you balance that role or those roles together?
It's about knowing your priorities, actually, and being able to know what to delegate and what is your main core responsibilities. Because, of course, gone are those days where you think that you must be the one to. I'm sorry, apology to other women. Maybe you must be the one to cook. You must be the one to wash clothes.
Yeah.
I used to do those things those days when I was growing in my business. But my business have got to a point now where a lot of responsibilities come to my table a lot of times. If I'm not in the office, I'm in a conference. If I'm not in a conference, I'm mentoring someone and all of that. I'm in the factory, meeting with my workers, going for presentations sometimes. So because of that, I now look into my marriage. Okay. Because one thing again, your marriage must not suffer because you're a business owner. And your business must not suffer because you're married. So you must be able to strike a balance and knows where to draw the line. You understand? So it is why delegation is key. So first, what I did was I had to structure my business. So my business runs with or without me. In fact, when I get to the office, the only thing I majorly do with my workers is to vet some things when necessary. Now, we now have a sub account now. I'm no longer the one paying salary. Unlike before. Yes. So we have the operation manager. He's the one that handles salary. In fact, if I don't say my salary, I will hold on for the part. Okay, what's happening? I never collect.
Let me cut you short there. So you're also being paid?
Who? As a business owner, you must be on salary.
Yeah.
Wow.
You must separate yourself from your business. If not, it is why, okay, we're talking about the linkers just now, right?
Yeah.
That is fading now. The reason why a lot of African businesses don't last is because we don't know when to draw that the business is a separate entity from
personal
itself.
life.
Yes, I'm not saying there's not a place where as a business owner, sometimes you want to run some project, you can take. But it should be written as owner's draw. Do you get?
Okay.
But be on salary by all means.
Wow.
Like, I don't want to say what I earn here, but I'm on salary. If I don't call my husband this morning, how far? You see, I don't see a lot. That's okay, no problem. We are good. So let's put bag of rice in the house now.
Wow.
I wait for salary like every other staff.
Wow.
You understand?
You really scaled your business.
Yes. Set
Yes.
standards, actually. The word is
Yes.
set standards
Yes.
in place. A
Yes.
working system.
Yeah.
That's
So I've been able to balance my business in such a way that it is structured. So the workers, they know what to do. Everybody's doing their job. So because of that, my marriage cannot suffer. So, and even at home, there are structures as well. Okay. So there are cases where, of course, like cleaning of the house now, I now delegate that. And maybe I have a working nanny that come to clean.
Yes.
So I create time to play with my son, to play with my husband. When I want to cook, for example, I can't remember when last I went to the market. I just, of course, thank God for things are not involving. We now have personal shoppers who
yes.
do, like I have a lady, her job is just to shop for people, for busy mothers. So I give her my list. She bring those things. So there was a day she brought those things. One of my sons said, Mama, how much she buy okra for you? I say 8,000. Okra na 6,500 for market. I say, the time I didn't have to go to the market is the money she's making. What's my business?
Yes.
I am a client. So people like you that will be pricing okra is 6,000. Go to the market
And
yourself.
do it yourself.
Because the time,
Yes.
that 1,500 that she's making for me, or 100 naira, it covering for my own time that I would have spent.
Don't stress.
Yeah.
Because as business owner, you must concentrate on income generating activities. Imagine I'm inside the market, the customer is calling me. I say, hello?
Because of 1.5, yeah, you've
I'm in the market. Meanwhile, they are calling, they are in the board meeting asking you for price. You can't talk.
Millions of
because
nairas.
you are in the market. So I have delegated that. And even when those things come to the house from the market, then somebody come, help me prep the meals, prep, wash the leaf, slice them. So my own is just to enter kitchen. Pam, pam.
I love your life.
Magic has happened.
Nobody can cook for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, my husband, I must cook for him. So just prep down for me, slice the leaf, wash the pepper, blend it. Once all this is ready, you've sliced the onions, mama, stew, everything is ready. Okay, I'll come in.
Make it.
And I make it.
Your husband must be a very and even his mindset,
Understanding.
because the Nigerian man that we
Typical Nigerian man.
especially of your generation, is that
Because one thing I realized about my husband, especially the family he came from, the Argeghans, they are kind of exposed. So they are not the regular
Nigerian
African men. So my
their
husband
wife
really,
must be in the kitchen.
In fact, when we got married newly, one fateful morning, I just prepared pounded yam and put for the. Say, what's this? Like,
Who sent you message?
this is what we eat. Hey, Mama, we cook with my husband. Say, no, I want to drink tea. I'm like,
Okay.
extra.
You know?
He said, I want to drink tea.
Are you from the? He said, no, that's how we're raised. We don't eat hot, heavy food in the morning. I don't know. I'm just saying. So he's a free spirit person.
Yeah.
So and he also he's also a man that understands purpose. Because some men, I'm looking for the right word to use. Because if your wife is doing well, you are doing, like on Saturday when they gave me an award, they call Carol Argejan. Who still did I take there? Argeghan. Do you know Coach Yewala's husband?
No.
Do you know her husband?
No.
But you will respect her husband for life.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he comes to tell you, I'm Mr. Uncle you already know.
You already know. You will respect him.
Yes.
Isn't it? Bible says her husband is known at the gate. You know what the Bible says?
Yeah.
So it's men that are insecure or because like this event, we're supposed to come together. We both paid for the conference. But he said, baby, you go. Because of course you are collecting an award. I will stay back with her son. Do you understand? I could have also stayed back because we both have the visa.
Yeah.
I could have always stayed back for him to come. But he said, you go. You understand? So he sent me forth. So I don't know who will be hearing this. For men out there, you must be secure enough for your wife to be the woman she's meant to be. And she will crown you with her glory. That is just it.
I'm going to start speaking in tongues.
Clack
This one
it.
is not careful.
So no, except that woman really don't understand.
Yes, her purpose.
Or
herself,
she doesn't
yeah.
understand the place of a man in her life. That when she'll be misbehaving. But I used to hear that when women start making it,
Money.
they start disrespecting their husband.
Yeah.
Well,
We've heard that story. We've heard that story.
we are both signatories to the account.
Wow.
He knows what is there. It's our money. It's not my money. We are both succeeding together because if he did not give me the permission, I will not be doing what I'm doing.
Fair.
So
And
we are
we
both doing it
support us,
together.
so, yeah.
So it's our business.
Yeah.
So most of the time, say when I want to make some decisions, if he doesn't give me go ahead, I don't touch it. And we have to wait. Let me look as if because you have access to the account, you think you can just do and not do. So because Bible says wisdom is
Profitable.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you must apply wisdom. So women, please, as much as God is taking you places and making you succeed in your business, don't downplay the place of the man in your life. Whether you like it or not, even if you think you are the one that owns all the money, he is your head.
Yeah.
So you must recognize that and give him his due place. And God will also honor you by doing that. Because when I was single, because
Okay, men with little insecurities, yada yada up and down.
yeah,
Who used to be
me,
there?
for example, I grew up on the street, meaning I sponsor myself through school. I struggled through my secondary school days. I went to New York College, Benin. I dropped out in my SS2 because I couldn't afford to write WAEC. I hawked. I did house girl. I did a lot of things just to survive. The only thing I did prostitute. So by the time I even finally moved to Warri, tried to make it, it still didn't work out. Somehow I was there. Then the church I was attending, I was very active and very good at singing.
Yeah.
So they were able to support me as I was going to school.
Oh.
But I missed it. I paid somebody to help me get admission in Obafemi Awolowo University then, and I entered university, only for me to later realize that the admission was fake in my second year.
God of Jesus.
So I dropped out of school.
Again.
Then I came back.
When they tell you that Nigeria is not a real country, people will not understand. Admission letter fake.
Fake.
Second year.
Fake. And I was in
Second
school.
year.
I was giving hostel.
There's nothing you can
So
tell
I
me
was
about
just
this
in
country.
class one day when one of the lecturers said, Carol Argejan, stand up. Maya Argejan, stand up. One of you is not a student. Mama, like, what's my home? I saw my name. But later, we realized that they went to JAM office to print the master list and saw that it was Maya Argejan that was there.
Oh my
And then the
God.
guy that, then 40K was very big.
Yes,
The
now.
guy that that 40K, if I catch that guy,
This one, I'm not
I'm still looking for him up to down.
Wrong. Just hide under
You
the
know,
rock.
but somehow, it's a story for another day. But I finally found my way to Unilag, and I did part time this time around because I knew that, man, this full time person not be for people like us. We're not cuckoo there who will help us. So that was how I started, and I was now working in stock exchange. I was schooling. It was in that process I met my husband. But why am I bringing that story in? Because of the doggedness of my childhood race. There was this. I had this masculine behavior. So my mom was always afraid that I hope you'll be submissive to a man by the time you're married. I hope you, so because of that, every now and then I advise myself, Carol,
Calm down.
calm down. So sometimes really, that one want to really come to play like, I
can do it by myself.
That kind of a thing. So, what am I trying to say? So, us women, I don't depend on the background you're coming from. There are some things that may want to come and play in your marriage, but you must, except you don't want the marriage to work. I want my marriage to work. So, because of that, I give it all it takes. And I see it as us against the world, not Arsenal versus Man U. It's together.
So very, very.
Two people to become one.
Thank you.
And also, I do know you were on a motherhood journey for 11 years. Do you mind taking us into the experience as well?
Yeah, it's one experience that, for lack of better word, really broke us because I don't know in this part of the world. My husband was a Jesus boy all through his life.
Okay.
Same with me. So I'm proud to say we were our first encounter when it comes to having intercourse.
Yeah.
So I didn't play away much. He didn't play away much. So there was not, we didn't have this expectation that there would be a reason why we wait for a child. So 1 year came, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I became 35 because I got married at the age of 30. And then I became 35. The pregnancy wasn't first coming. I've taken Clomid. I've taken so many things. I've marked calendar. I've done ovulation time. I'm like, what's going on here? And you know, when in Africa, when a child is not coming, the first attention goes to the
woman.
Like,
what is wrong?
But even on this podcast, I'm not going to say what the reason was. But it became clear that we need to see a doctor. And by the time we went, then we did test. They're like, the only journey is IVF. I'm like, what is IVF? They're like, okay. I said, God forbid batting. It's not my portion. You know, this kind of prayer we pray in Africa.
Most definitely.
You know, so at that 35, I swept off the covers. I'm not interested. I'll go and start praying. I was praying like this.
Back to back.
Holy Ghost fire, passing on fire everywhere. I'll buy supplements. I'll tell my husband, hey, I got this one research. One woman just took this drug and she and her husband. And the following day, the woman just got pregnant. And then we'll buy the drugs. We'll be taking it. My husband I will be policing him. Maybe, have you taken your own?
Your husband is so supportive, honestly, I must say.
He became like, my dad, what is all of it? I said, you know, so 36, 37, 38, 39.
Wow.
It was the forthcoming. Hey, so many people now talking. But another thing I did was that period of waiting, I buried myself into other things that were working. So I want to digress a little to everyone out there. Whatever it is you are waiting for, whether a business breakthrough, a marriage, or a child, why waiting? Don't waste. Do other things.
Clock it.
Bury yourself into other things that will take your mind, because there were never a time in our life when we were depressed because we didn't have a child. We were busy that even people became angry that you people don't even look at those who are looking for a child. Like, how is it your problem now? You are just busy. When who will now inherit the business? What if my child even come and say he's not doing polo?
I want to be a rapper.
I'm telling you, do music. I'm telling you, mom is here now. Mom is here. All your children that like this. They will not do. So I don't know why we have this mentality that it must be our children that will inherit our business and all that. But anyways, the point was that, madam, you need to look into this thing. So, but within us, we're praying. But my husband accepted the IVF idea, but I didn't. So, but when I became 40, my doctor called me, madam.
Wow.
You're 40.
10 years now.
So it became clear that, and then God used one pastor to also talk to me. Like, you can't put God in a box. You know, in that part of the world, if I want to tell my mama, if first, you know, African mothers, you want to go and bear baby in the hospital. That's the mindset. They believe that, you know. So I didn't even bother. It wasn't a conversation to even see tomorrow. She didn't know, you know, that because.
Nah, it's better to just
because they don't understand all of these things. Yes. So it became very clear that I need to go for IVF. So
and that was the journey.
Yeah, the first one failed.
Oh, okay.
We saved money for 1 year to do it, and it failed. It was like the whole world has come to an end. And then my mom brought like 16 gallons of native medicine for me and my husband to be drinking. I would deceive that, we pretend that we're drinking it.
The thing is just empty.
You know, but somehow we got that momentum again. God favored us. We were able to even get a grant. We got a grant for the second one. Got a grant, and then we went for the second one, and it was successful. you know. And because of that journey today, our baby's 3 now.
Congrats.
He's 3 years old now, and we are trusting God to have another one for him to have a sibling.
Yeah.
And we have told ourselves to, while we grow in this journey, we're going to create a platform. In fact, every of my husband's birthday now, we use it as a platform to talk about waiting parents. And we're looking into graduating into supporting couples in the future to give them some little grants to do, because IVF is very expensive in Nigeria. No joke.
There's so much compliment to your story. Like you say something and I see like 5 lessons in what you say.
Yeah.
Like with your marriage, you two really have become one. Like her matters are his matters. His matters are her matters. But I also wanted to talk about the IVF journey a little more, because like honestly, I would say like you're my first in-person experience of that. But I've heard a lot about that journey, like from expenses to the procedures as well. Like how was that for you personally? I heard like you even have to inject yourself.
It's very traumatizing.
Wow.
Very, very. In fact, at a point, thank God for the clinic I used. So they will give you a doctor that would like counselor kind of to help you
Go through the
because
process.
the trauma wasn't funny. There were days I have to inject myself by myself here,
Wow.
you know. So and they time me that you must do that so that they can retrieve your egg.
Wow.
So there was one night as I was injecting my stomach, I'm like, God, do I have to do all this to have a child?
Yeah.
Everybody get married, had fun with their husband, and they will just get pregnant. I've even seen people who did series of abortion, and they just have
And
children.
like she said, they were both there first.
Yeah. So I mean, it was like
So
supposed to like
why?
one straight.
Why?
Yeah.
But you know,
Certificates.
sometimes there was a case in the Bible where Jesus was asked, "Why was this child born blind? Is it the father that sinned or the mother?" But Jesus said, "No. It's so that the name of God will be glorified."
Yeah.
So sometimes the problem you are going through is not for you. It's for those that will come after you, for you to be able to help them in that journey. Because I just believe that incident was not for us. It was beyond us. It was for an assignment.
Yeah.
For God to be able to help us to support other couples. So we now know what it is to wait.
Yes.
So when we meet such people, we know how to give them the support
Yeah.
that they need. So
Yeah.
we don't feel bad anymore that we went through that situation, you know. But although it was very traumatizing,
Honestly.
and even by the time the process was done, especially for the second one, the first one, funny enough, I wasn't privileged to carry it. It failed at the lab.
Whoa.
They did it, everything was okay. They told me I should come day 3 for a transplant. I was already preparing myself, getting dressed to go and receive my baby into my womb. And my husband was called that they shouldn't bother coming.
Wow.
That the embryo has stopped growing.
Whoa.
It was like the whole world has come to an end. And that was the year of COVID.
Oh.
And it was that year I marked my 40th birthday. I cried.
Hey.
I cried. Like, after saving money for 1 year, where am I going to start from?
COVID was under year too. There was no money that period.
Yes, there
Obviously.
was
You're
no
not
money.
making money. There was no business of COVID
In
year.
fact,
must have been hard.
you must be determined in Africa to succeed. You know, so we just have to keep praying and then putting in the work. But thank God, like I said, we got favored and then we got a grant.
Wow.
And then because we're told to come almost immediately because the medication I was giving was still very fresh. So there are some things I will not repeat again. And so we have to go for the second one, for the second procedure. And thank God, that one was very successful. And today I have a healthy baby
That's
boy.
beautiful. I think one thing I want to appreciate in your story is the fact that for every experience you had, you always want to impact on somebody else. So it was, some people will go to the journey and want to keep it to themselves. I feel like, in another way, I feel like that's God's mission in your life too. If you look at it in a very bright side, it's like God's mission in your life where you go through this situation. Oh, I didn't know what to go do with my life. Okay, I started a business. That's an encouragement to somebody. Start somewhere. And then you started a business, you make mistake again. You know what? This mistake I'm making, I need to have a mentor. You know, if I had someone to teach me, to guide me, or to coach me, I won't make that same mistake again. You know, you open your master class again. And then people picked it up. And now this is another waiting journey. People, we know in our part of the world, it's like, but then you're like, you want to help people see that. So it's almost like every of your challenges, every of your trials, you make it. You put it in a way that you want to help people with it. Like you preserve it. It's easy to like. It's not easy, obviously. I mean,
and that is how life is supposed to be. every challenge you go through in life is to make others better.
Because even like I'm listening to your story about how you started your business has honestly affected me personally. Because I remember in the episode we were talking about how I felt after the film. I've been struggling with a little bit of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
This was like what she said. It's not perfect at the beginning.
No,
I have that issue. I
Yes.
always want it, but it cannot be perfect.
It
You are
can't.
growing.
Can't.
And I've hearing her story now and looking at where she's gotten to.
Yeah.
You guys be ready for me.
Yes.
Be ready for me.
Everything great never started great from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, there were always ups and downs. But as you keep building momentum, even those who are playing football on the field, check how they started. You hear a lot of big names in Nigeria, like the likes of
Yes.
Niger Branch Chick, for example. I don't know if people know Niger Branch Chick that does trade fair now. He's taking trade fair to Houston, to you. But if you look at way back when she started, it wasn't all that glamorous.
No, it wasn't.
You understand? So, but like I said, it's consistency. Because a lot of time we are quick to say, what will people say? They will laugh at me. Let them laugh. That is not your business at all. Your own is that you are focusing on what is pursuing you. And over time, they will identify with you.
It's a matter of
They'll
time.
be able to come and say, I'm very inspired by you.
Like, let me just jump on the train. Now it's moving.
I wanted to ask quickly, at any point in your life while growing in your business, did you ever think of giving up?
Yes, I did.
And
There were
how
times
did you handle that?
I felt like going to take a job. There were one night I woke my husband up and like, should I go and get a job? Because I don't think we can continue like
When
this.
was this?
This was a period where at the end of the month, we'll finish pay salary, we'll be broke. We will not have win. Because like I said, as a business owner, you must be short-time generous and be long-time greedy. What that means is that at the beginning, when the money is coming, you might not be able to make as much as you want for yourself, but be able to help, take care of other people. Like my nature of business, I work with tailors. If you don't pay them, where they will go. They are like prostitutes. They will go to other factories. So I need to make sure I keep them. So I pay them well, you know. And then my customer, I satisfy them. So because of that, money wasn't coming in as it should. So there was this pressure. Sometimes you're not able to meet up with some issues of life, expectations of life. You don't look at you're under pressure. But then again, I sat myself down again like. Those who made it, they did not go through the same challenge. But today they are out of it. Are you saying Dangote didn't go through challenge? Dangote did. Do you know how many businesses Dangote have done that failed?
Wow.
No, sometimes we are quick to celebrate the glory, but we don't want to see the story behind the glory. So please, your movie, those pain behind behind the scene, they are the process. By the time you become a movie star tomorrow, nobody will remember that there were times you had the poster syndrome and then you will feel like giving up. So it's normal. It's just normal sometimes to want to quit, but don't quit. At the end of the day, see pat yourself in the back and say, you know what, you are doing well, baby girl. Just keep moving, and then you just keep moving.
That's a
At this point, at the end of this episode, we're collecting offering. Because this lady is preaching. And this is like, no, I feel like this episode should be exclusive. You have to pay to watch it. This is not like this is information that I feel like is very important to be heard, and for you to even be willing to share this like honestly and
I am willing.
Yourself.
I don't hold information at all. The only reason why I charge people for master classes is because if you don't pay, you don't give attention to it. You understand? Sometimes you get it for free and you take it for granted. But when you commit money, like I paid for a course now, 200. I've not watched it. Every day I'm beating myself up. How can I get someone by 200,000 naira? And I've not played the course. So I went back online. So, okay, let me sit down now. You get as busy as I am, because I know I've committed money. I want to create time to go and
take care of it.
So what I'm saying is that I am willing to share. It was like when I came to Canada. Because of course I came basically for the conference, and then just to sightseeing and have fun, right? But I'm like, but it's beyond the pictures. Let me just give, because it's either I'm giving value, I'm receiving value. That's my style. So I started asking questions. Is there no people in Canada, maybe African women, that can just, maybe over a lunch, we just have conversation. So my husband's cousin came to the house because she just said, Carol, don't bother cooking, I will bring food for you. So she just prepared meal and brought for me where I was staying. So when she came, I'm like, I'm just bored. I'm looking for a place to just share. I want to share, like, okay, don't worry, let me talk to people. So before I know it, he just called me. He said, Carol, guess what? I said, he said, your big auntie is in town. I said, I don't understand. Do I have auntie in this town? And I'm suffering like this.
Never.
So So when she gave me a number, like, oh man, I'm coming. I want to say thank you, Mama, for giving me this platform. I'm so grateful.
Thank you for coming to share your story. Honestly, I think
Thank
it's you we should thank. But and there was one I just wanted to. So I'm taking us back, but there was a line you said that I just want people to hear again. She said, "While you're waiting, don't waste."
Yes.
She did not say do not wait. Don't waste. It's very important.
Yeah.
While you're waiting,
Don't waste.
Get trainings.
Get trainings.
Get
Start
more
practicing.
skills. Like it's okay to be in that season, but don't be down in that season. And like she said, it's normal to want to give up. I remember even yesterday, because I'm producing for another podcast show now, and the girl sent me. She's like, "I'm tired. I want to give up." Like just like, girl, like this exact position you are in right now. I understand it. But and I'm like, I look at her podcast. It's so beautiful. I'm like, this thing has so much potential to go. If you give up now you fuck up.
I'm telling you.
So like it's very normal to be in that state, and especially for women. Like I think I don't want to be like sexist or anything, but I think being a woman in business, there's a certain type of strength and audacity
That comes with it.
that you have that is not like the average person.
yeah,
does.
yeah.
It's a different ball
Even
game.
the men don't have that audacity.
Exactly.
It's like one is leading 1-1-0, so you
Like,
have to keep up.
Everything is against you. So whenever you pull up everywhere, all your guards, everything is up. At the same time, you have to show up professional. You still have to be feminine energy. But at the same time, like you have to operate in masculine energy.
Exactly.
It's just such a...
It's a doggy. You have to just be rugged. You pick the way you have to be like strong and tough, and you pick the way you have to you have to be soft and kind because you cannot be too soft. You cannot be too hard. You have to check about that.
Yeah, and you must have people ahead of you that you're looking onto. Like for me, for example, most of the time when that urge comes to say, you're just a woman, you can't. I would look at like a fella Tara Feradotoye, Buku Awoshika, Kojiwala, like are these some women? They once like us now. So if they can get there, we too we can. You understand?
It's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
So I want to just quickly ask. This will be like my last question. Yeah, 2 questions actually. The first one will be one thing Nigerian entrepreneur must learn and unlearn. What do you think the business owners, what should they learn and what should they unlearn?
Okay, so what they should unlearn is they should learn to delay gratification. Yes, this make it quick syndrome must be dropped.
Okay.
You understand? So that is what they must unlearn.
Yeah.
So another thing, what they should learn is, like I said, they should learn to get mentors. See, the place of mentors and training cannot be overemphasized as a business owner.
Yeah.
Because what have taken me to where I am today is because I gave myself to training. And then as a business owner too, you too must become a brand. Because I am not banking with UBA because I like the bank. It's because I like Tony Olumelu.
Yeah.
So there's a way you business owner will position. Even though your business are rubbish, they will like you. They'll say, I just like the way this woman they behave. I will buy market from my hand. You understand? So I'm just saying, as a business owner, you must also understand that you are also an entity. You can earn from yourself. Like now, I go for speaking engagement. People pay me. How you position yourself will determine how people will perceive your business. You understand? So the name Dangote is ringing bell because of how he has positioned his own self. So we must learn to go for trainings, equip ourselves, grow ourselves, and learn to unlearn delayed gratification. Because sometimes the money you are making now is not for you to flange or to oppress. Because this in Nigeria, we have this pepper them mentality. Let me show them I've arrived. Up till now, we don't drive the best cars. My husband and I is the old Nissan we are still driving. It's not because we've not made the money to drive it, but we understood our priority. And then we put that in place. So business owner, know your priority. Don't be under any pressure by anybody because this one don't buy house, you two won't buy house. If you can't, by all means, I'm not saying it's wrong, but just know when to take that step.
The truth is that honestly, you can probably even buy 3 of those houses. But then how do you continue your business? That is the question. And I think that is what we don't
And
think.
my mama will say, don't kill the golden cow don't kill the hen that laid the golden egg.
Oh, wow.
You understand? So let the hen be growing to be laying the golden egg. Because if you don't pick the egg, you can't have
make
to
more
pick
money.
to-
Once you stop laying, that's all for
Exactly.
you.
So it's important we understand that.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I have a question for you. So you created a cooperative funding scheme.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask another question, but before I ask the full question, could you tell us what because I'm not so familiar with that word. Like I understand it as a concept, but what does that really mean? A cooperative funding scheme?
Okay, in layman language for now, even though we have already started now, we call it in our side, we call it ajo.
Oh, okay.
Osusu.
Okay.
Okay, we started like that. So we come together as a group, we put money together, we give it to you. Then it gets to my turn the next month, they put together, they give to me. Because of the struggle I was going through to buy equipment, so I started it. So I got a few of my friends who were 10. We started with 30K every month. So when it gets to your turn, I give to you. It gets to my turn, I carry like that till December. We're doing that. From 30, we moved to 50,000. It became 100 monthly. Then before you know it now, people are doing 1 million monthly.
Wow.
I beg, I won't join that Joe. I will join that Joe.
From what they call it, from 10 people now, we're about 180.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
1,280 people.
But this is nation building.
But no, not
This
all of them do 1 million. Some do to 200 monthly. Depend on your strength.
But above 180
yes, people in the group
that are
now.
being held
So it got to a
accountable.
point where I now know that I had to structure this before it gets out of hand. So I had to register it. So we are now becoming like a cooperative. So beyond the monthly contribution to fund your business, like now we'll now be looking at project savings. Maybe you want to buy a certain equipment for your machine. How can the cooperative come in? So I'm still on that table, but it has been officially registered now. And it's called Project Savings Cooperative. You understand? So,
Okay. So my next question was, why did you choose that model over traditional lending? Traditional funding of just like people come to you
Give them
and
money.
yeah, like why did you decide to go as a cooperative?
okay, go as a I'm trying to understand your question now.
I mean, like it's like what I meant is like why, because you know, like you could just be. I think for us we call it like grant system.
Yeah.
Like people could be like, oh, the Argeghan Foundation is giving like
we have a foundation. That one is separate from this.
Okay.
So we have been able to use that foundation to empower.
Oh, so you have
we have
that
a
model
foundation.
as well. Okay.
In fact,
Business.
But how do you?
A lot of things going on for both
I'm
of
like,
us.
how do you balance?
because last year we gave 4 business owners, 3 business owners 1 million naira grant during the summit.
Each.
At the summit, then it was our first time. So this year, November, for the next summit, we are trying to partner with a bank so we can get more funds to be able to support. Because the struggle we go through in Africa is financial struggle to grow our business.
Mostly.
So the reason why I went through this adjust is because it doesn't come with interest. You understand? So if we give you, you pay what you were giving. Even up to tomorrow, I don't make anything from it. I'm the coordinator, but I don't make anything from it. So people come, it was even this year, the group admin said we need to also encourage Mama Carol. Let us at least be paying her back charges. So even if it is just maybe 10K for the whole year, as you carry your ajo like this, somebody's carrying 10 million, you're able to release 10,000 naira for her bank charges. You understand? So I said, okay, no problem. And some are doing it, some are not. Because one, I'm very selfless.
You have your own target already.
I am very determined to see you grow.
That's all.
That is just me. I don't know why, but my husband is a pastor. I don't even talk about church the way I talk about this business. So sometimes people accuse me like, you are more of a businesswoman than a pastor. I say, well, I'm doing both anyway. I'm doing both. But I'm just saying, I know that God has called me in the marketplace as an apostle.
This is your own calling.
Yes. So
is your own
because
calling.
I'm running with that assignment. The ones I can help, I can't help everybody. And I'm saying it this year too. If you're a woman out there hearing my voice and God has given you platform, please support other business owners.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make you less. Even if they're in the same industry with you. Because you know why? A lot of time we are quick to say, I beg, I don't want to make it know what I know. May no come better past me. It's not true. Because we have how many millions of human beings on earth? How many can you service?
I mean,
So please, by all means, give support as much as you can.
beautiful. So let me ask my last question. It says,
I thought you said you asked your...
I'm really just,
Yeah,
diving
we
into
could
this
go
because
on forever,
quickly, we
honestly.
could go, but this will be my last, and then we'll kind of start wrapping up. What legacy are you hoping to leave behind through your foundation and corporation?
Yeah, the legacy is to be able to build a legacy that people can come in and find help and support. That is just the bottom line. It's a legacy, the kind of legacy I want to leave behind is a legacy that when people come into that space of the NGO or the cooperative, they're able to find help and support. Like I told you now, somebody in my community right now is currently going through some serious moments in her life where her marriage is crumbling and the business is not working, nothing is working, everything is just on ground zero.
Yeah.
Before I left to come to Canada, I've already put it on the group. That look, there's a woman we must rescue now. So before you know it, we are dropping 50K, 100K, they're dropping it. Then my foundation is also going to add to it. You understand? To raise some money for her. Right? So by the time I get to the house now, I told her, what do you need? What do you want to do exactly? She said you want to go to food processing and all of that. Okay, the equipment, I've sent somebody to go and check it out. We're not even giving you cash. We're going to buy those equipment for you. All for that. You're not returning it. But we must hold you accountable to see to it that you grow. By the time we give you this equipment, we'll maybe give you some money just for running capital. But you must, we have put the tools in your hands. You must make it. So the legacy is that whenever people come into that space, they should be able to find help and support. Because there are 101 women out there who truly know what to do, but they don't have the support to do it.
Bro, like we all need that support. You all need that. It's
like,
all about support.
I'm like, I wish we can keep you in this Canada. Like, just keep you like as a guidance counselor that we could be booking meetings with.
Don't worry, I'll keep coming.
Your value is very much seen. My next question was going to be, what does empowering women mean to you? But you literally just gave it in full details. It's not just giving the money, it's going out with them, holding their hand, doing the research with them, holding them accountable too. So thank you so much for honestly taking up such, because I think it's important that as women we support each other like this.
Yes, we should. There shouldn't be competition among us or backbiting or fighting ourselves.
Everything is already against us.
Yeah.
It's already against us. There's no point.
Especially in Africa.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You heard what's happening with Natasha right now.
Yes. Even though I'm so sorry to go to, but then when Renaud Mercury went on that podcast and he was like, "Oh, I don't believe the story. Yeah, that's the same thing she did." I'm like, how do you just dismiss a woman's like? No woman even wants to come out and give sexual
honestly
this thing. Like, look at Cassie now. They've made this guy. Apparently, he's not guilty. Like, no woman would happily come out and say, "Oh, this happened to me."
They are really oppressing her right now. She's on suspension.
Yeah,
a lot of things.
50 million.
Yeah, so the federal government sued her to court. A lot of things.
Federal government sued her to court.
Yeah,
I think they
gave her a charge bill of 50 million.
Yes,
because she said somebody
the prison sentence.
Yes.
And then now she has
they
to
literally want to put her in prison.
Yeah,
what the hell?
So they asked her to pay the 50
Oh my
million.
God, she has been through a lot, though. So and
are you serious?
I'm happy that she's
I'm
bold.
actually about to cry.
I'm happy that she's coming out despite all the things that is working against her. Because if she's able to overcome this, it will really send a strong signal to everybody out there. Because a lot of things are against women. Lord. So women shouldn't talk. They should just
be quiet, accept abuse, and then just be
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Love and light, and that's the community we are on to.
So thank you so much for having me on this podcast. I feel so honored. Mommy, thank you. I'm privileged. God bless you. And I believe that as many ears that will hear this today, they will find hope, they will find succor, they will find support.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
And any last words before you go? Like, what would you like to tell a lady who's trying to get into business now or starting, towards that, and even looking for mentorship?
Yeah.
How does someone find mentorship?
Okay, so you first, of course, you can decide to learn, watch them from afar. Of course, some person may not even want you to just come to them to say, mentor me. But what I tell you, what I work for me is you pay for access. Sadly, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Because, of course, because these people are now so busy in their level of growth, they don't want people that will waste their time. So they want to be sure that you are ready. You understand? Like my coach, for example, I paid 500K sometimes to have a session with her. You get what I'm saying? It's not because the money is a problem. She wants to be sure that I'm serious.
Yeah.
And I know what she has done for me. No joke. It's way far more than that. You get? So I'm just saying, sometimes pay for access if need be. Attend those trainings. Network with those people, because the environment also matters. There are some people you can't ordinarily reach on the street or call them, they will pick your call. But because you are both on the same conference, you cannot say, hello, we met at this conference the other day. Oh, how are you?
Yeah.
So you're able to strike a relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, for example, there's one celebrity I met on the plane when I was coming. in my wildest dream, I don't think I will ever have the guts to say hello to you. But we are the same flag. I say, guy, I never Canada. And then like, oh, how are you? I say, so we were gisting.
Environment.
Why? Because environment. So there's this impression that if you can travel abroad,
Yeah,
what
bro,
to do.
yeah.
So that's why you must carry yourself. Would they call a package?
It is important. It is important.
All right, that's
Important. I guess that's a sad wrap. Honestly, I don't want us to go. Sadly, we have to. I guess we gotta go just because we gotta. But thank you so much for being here, Miss Carol. And
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, I guess everyone watching, I hope you're able to be inspired by her story and like her experience so far. But other than that, that'll be for me. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and follow us on Instagram at PageSix Podcast. But make sure to subscribe. And I'm your favorite girl, Christy.
And I'm Kobe.
Thank you. I'm Carol.
Yes! Let's do it again. I'm your favorite girl, Christy T.
I'm Kobe.
I'm Carol.